Hello, hello, and welcome. This week on the show, we're featuring Opal. A lot of new jokes. Anthracite under the microscope cam. Pralines on Why'd I Buy That? And a fashionable amount of lateness. Let's start the show. Oh, I usually have a joke, don't I? An opening joke. Hmm. I tried to join a symphony, but I couldn't handle the random acts of violins. Let's start the show. Large piece of dirt on the front of it had me a little concerned. I thought that was going to be all the way through it. So that's the back, the top. Where's the dirt? There. That one. That one got down to a tiny little point, and I was worried that it was going to go all the way through, but wound up polishing it out, and it turned into be a nice little necklace. So I'll show that under the microscope cam shortly. I decided that since opal is glass and it eats away just any old way and it can just crack out of nowhere, it'll just be like snaps. I used a nice sharp 240 grit to get it started. Just gotta try and dig in there, you know? I mean, if you're gonna make a gem, you gotta cut it. The Good Herb Bodega. Welcome back. Welcome back yourself to the channel. It's good to be streaming again. Trying to get everything fired up and rolling was a little bit of a hassle. I think we got her going. Had to re-sign in, log out, and log back in. I don't know, legal reasons and all that. As though I could understand what's going on. It's not like we're cutting gems or anything. Pretty happy with how this opal turned out. How's my stand-up coming along? Well, probably not that good considering I'm sitting down right now. But occasionally I do stand up, and it goes pretty well, you know. I'll stand up and I don't fall down right away, so that's a good sign that my stand-up is doing well. I'm pretty happy with it, brother. I did a show last Wednesday, and afterwards I had a whole bunch of people come up and tell me how funny I was and, you know, fluff me up and all that. And I had 3 people offer to buy me drinks, which I was just drinking root beer, but hey, free root beer. And I also got a free baked potato. I got all the fixins too. There's butter, cheese sauce, sprinkled cheese, sprinkled bacon. It was delicious. I tell you what though, see, this is how they get you. The baked potato's free, but the plates cost money. I'm kidding about that one. They gave me a free plate too, and a fork. Imagine that. I got to eat the fork too. because it was a plastic fork. You know, but that's alright. I'm mostly plastic anyways. You know, they say that your brain contains enough microplastics to make an entire spoon. But I think mine's a knife because I'm still sharp. Welcome to the show. How's things been going? Pretty good when it comes to this opal. I like it. We'll show it under the microscope cam here in a second. Great. Well, that is great. That's great. So the opal here, there's two different types of opal. There's hydrophane opal and not hydrophane opal. And some of it, like a lot of the Australian opal, it doesn't soak up water, but all of it soaks up water. It's glass, but not as much. And this stuff soaks up water. It does. It's from Ethiopia. And it will get water in it, and then that's when you'll see it really start to turn clear. But it dries out and turns white again. I'm Bean Popper, just changed the name. Ah, yeah, pop them beans, baby. I noticed that I go through my old streams and I'm like, who's that? Oh, I recognize that person. I recognize the comments more than I do the channel name. You know, I remember faces more than I remember names. All right, let me hook up the microscope cam and we'll get that necklace under there. Speaking of standing up, I'm getting ready to go to New York again. To my loss or gain. I'm gonna go to New York City. Got any jokes I want to show? Oh, I got a lot of them. I got 2 years worth of jokes, brother. 2 years worth of jokes. I don't even know which ones I haven't told and have told, and because I've got this, I got this list, right? It's got over 4,000 punchlines, and it doesn't have anything from the last 2 years. I've got the last 2 years, but they're separate, so I need to get to there. Let's see. So I'm getting. Here's one for you. So I'm getting older, and I've decided. I'm still trying to restructure this one. That's why I bring in new jokes, right? Now that I'm getting older, I've decided when I sing the song Stacy's Mom, I'm just going to go ahead and call her Barbara. I think that's a Norm Macdonald style joke right there, yeah. I'm in love with Stacy's mom. I'm a little too old to call her Stacy's mom. I'm just going to go ahead and call her Barbara. Let's see. So, let's see. I got a lot of jokes. I don't know. Did I ever do my nice guy jokes? I should use my microphone. Which, it's weird. See, when I'm on stage, I try to remember certain things, like hold the microphone up to your face. The problem is I'm not used to having something that shape so close to my mouth. And I get a little nervous on stage. I'm a bit of a nice guy. You know, I try to be a nice guy. Like when I go to the bar and order a drink, I ask for consensual sex on the beach. Or when I go to the strip club, I take my clothes off too, so the women feel comfortable. And these days, clothes are getting so tight, I'm really just looking for a strip club where the women take my clothes off. I could use a little help, you know? Someone to pull my socks off for me. I'll tell you what. But I try to be a nice guy. When I climax to an OnlyFans, I send the actress a DM in the morning thanking her for the experience because I'm a gentleman like that. Oh, and I've got some donut jokes for you. I love donuts. I do love donuts. I mean, who doesn't love a donut? They smell good. They look nice. They have a hole. Speaking of filling the hole, I bought a whole bunch of donuts, and I bought all those donuts, you know, with the idea that I wouldn't want donuts later, but here it is later, and I still want more donuts. I thought I could eat them all, too, because I'm so empty inside. But I couldn't finish them off, so now I'm carrying around a lot of donuts, and I'm just bringing them with me, you know, like they're my emotional support donuts. And I tried to take them in the movie theater, and they said, "You can't bring those in here." I said, "But these are rescue donuts." Kept them from being thrown out. Where is the microscope software? Oh, it's in the folder, isn't it? Okay. It's alright. It's alright. Hey. We're making it happen. Where's the thinger? There we are. Hey. How's it going? That's why I'm late. I've been spending a whole bunch of time lifting weights. How's it going, buddy? Doesn't this thing look like a little robot boxing glove about to punch me in the face? Boof! Clonk. I got a microscope cam around here somewhere. All we gotta do is find it. Ba-ding! No, that's not what we want. USB camera. Ching! Yeah. Oh, there we go. I set this thing in a necklace, man. And it's not going to show all the right colors because the colors don't, like, they react with the camera differently. But it's got all the colors of the rainbow. It's just not going to work right, though. I know. Like, I can see the colors in real life, but I can't see them on the camera. So it's like a necklace. She wants an opal necklace. See that blue that's coming through? A little bit of green in there. It's got all the colors. All them beautiful colors showing up. There's yellows and reds and greens, and it's a pretty fiery piece of opal. Reminds me of the circus. I think this one turned out pretty good. I'm new to opal, still trying to figure it out, but it really fit in this setting pretty well. I like it. Figured opal would be a good way to start the streams again. It does fracture easily. Alright, that's why I was a little worried about this one. Let me show you a couple other pieces of opal under the can. There we go. This one. Push that over here. This was one piece and then it cracked. And now I have two. Let me see if I can put it together for you. Yeah. Like that, and then just out of nowhere it went Clark. We got two pieces. Opal hunters, really? Is that like a channel? I should check that out. Opals are huge in Australia. Well, actually, the opals they're popular, but the Australian opals aren't that big. The Ethiopian opalian You know what I mean. They're friggin' huge, but they're not as good of opals because they crack a lot more easily. Oh, it's a TV show. Hey, I should check that out. That sounds cool. So here's one, it's got a bunch of little sparkles in it. I wonder if they ever talk about Ethiopian opals. I do have some Australian opals, and they're smaller, but I'm working on them. But they go for such a high price. They don't soak up as much water and dirt as the Ethiopian opals do. They're a lot sturdier. And if you're going to spend a lot of money on a piece of jewelry and put a lot of work into making it, you want it to hang in there. And then this one's going to be a cool one too because it's really deep. It's got a lot of color in it. I think I might actually put it on the faceter. See how thick it is? That's thick. I mean, that's thick like the gravy you put on your taters thick. You know what I'm saying? That's thick like when you're laying it down thick. Oh, I was going to show some anthracite under the microscope cam. So somebody brought me a big old chunk of coal. And I'm like, and so I did a little research on coal, right? And you know how they're like it's the same stuff. It's not like you take carbon and you add some iron and then you get a diamond. It's not like it's different chemicals. It's the same chemicals. It's carbon. Carbon becomes coal and it's in layers. And when it gets squished down so that it can connect from here to here and down, then it becomes a diamond. And so I'm like learning that not only is that the case, but also the coal, as it gets squished, it goes through different stages. It's like bituminous 1, bituminous 2, and then it becomes anthracite coal, which is really hard, and that's why this piece is glassy. It's glassy coal, and I need to polish it. This is where I've been cutting it with the saw. I'm gonna try and finish it out a little bit and make it into a necklace, but it's got this like neat glassiness to it. This is the outside pattern of it. And so I'm gonna try and make this into it like a little, probably a drop necklace. I could make it a point necklace. Could make it go to, it's like, go to the side. I haven't decided yet. Haven't decided the side, you know. You gotta decide the side where you're gonna decide. So anyways, that's the anthracite under the microscope cam. All right, let's talk about buying stuff. Pyramid, it could be a pyramid. I thought about doing it backwards too, you know, so it'd be all three-dimensional. But I think I want to feature the texture, the shiny texture, but maybe I could do it like a two-sided thing where you can do one side and then the other side. Like this necklace here, this opal necklace, it's got like a loop on the back, and this is all like the the back side of that opal piece, but you know, if you did it right, you could have it be a like a flip around necklace where you can look at both sides. So have you ever bought stuff? I mean, you got to have money to buy stuff. That's part of the problem. But you get some money. I'm not very good with money. I've been trying to like be better with money and like especially since I got robbed. And this guy he's like give me your money. Or he says, give me your wallet. And I said, I don't have one. And he says, it's your money or your life. I said, I don't have one of those either. And I'm trying to learn how to be better with money. And I started taking this math class, right? And they're teaching me all these things like powers and parentheses. But I don't need to know all that. I mean, I know enough math to count money, but I don't have enough money to use parentheses. So anyways, I occasionally I do get a couple of coins together and I wind up spending them on things. And I'm like, wait a minute, I like the money. Why did I buy these things? Why do I got why do I go to Walmart and it's like 30 bucks every time I'm there? It's like used to be like $5, you know. But these pralines aren't even $5. They're like $8. It's wild. Here's the thing is that I didn't know what pralines were for the longest time. And it's so strange because it doesn't sound very good. It's like praline. That doesn't sound like raspberry or strawberry or another kind of berry. I like berries, you know? They're fruits. Fruits have vitamins. But pralines are actually amazing. They're pecans, but they're covered with like sugarized caramel, crunchy caramel. It's amazing. It's very delicious. I thought they'd have a big tub of them. It's Walmart, you know. I'm gonna get buy in bulk, baby. Nope, all they had was a little container. But I wanted some pralines, and they were trying to fill a hole, an emptiness hole. I couldn't find a praline donut, so I just bought some regular pralines. It's kind of a logic thing. Like I went to this place called the Daiquiri Factory, and it's really a cool idea. Hear me out. They got this whole wall full of slushy machines, and they fill them full of alcoholic slushies. You know, daiquiris or whatever. I don't know. It's a weird word. There's a Q in there. I don't even know how to spell it. And it ends with a letter I. I mean, all of them are supposed to have a Y at the end, like Corey. But anyways, it's it's a good idea. But then I go in there and I get this like it's like a Girl Scout cookies daiquiri. I saw someone else get one. It's got chocolate chips mounted up on top of it, right? And it's basically mint chocolate chip ice cream. And I'm trying it and I'm like, man, this would be really good if it didn't have the alcohol in it. Maybe I should go get some mint chocolate chip ice cream. And really, I don't even want the ice cream. I just want the chocolate chips. I'm just going to go buy a bar of chocolate. And that's what I did. I went and bought some chocolate. I also bought some pralines. Have you ever bought pralines? And if you did, how'd you get them? Were they a good price? Hook it up, brother. That's what I bought, and that's why I bought it that. What do I have for jokes? I got some jokes. Nope, you to try it out sometime. If you're ever feeling like if you're ever feeling wealthy, that's the food to eat. I think that's what rich people eat is pralines all the time. It's probably just like a big old praline robot sits there and makes them all the time. Studies show that a comedian's favorite salad is Snicker salad. Turns out a lot of people don't know what Snicker salad is. It's when there's a bake sale and you're trying to compete, you know, like let's say you have to go to the no, it's spelt weird too. Praline, 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 something like that. You can get rid of the Y, keep the L because you know that's handy. That's an important part of it. And then it's an INE, like you're riding on the praline, the praline. I mean I'm on the praline train. But if you're getting ready for like the company picnic, you know, and you have to bring a dish and you don't want to just buy something and then, you know, open the box and dump out all the little Debbies on the table, which isn't that bad of a thing to do anyways. But the point is that some people will get Snicker bars and Cool Whip and cut them all up and mix them together and there you go, Snicker salad. Makes me snicker. Um, let's see. What do I have? I don't really have an organization per se, but I can try to do a couple of jokes. Do you like baseball? If you do, I'd love to show you my ball game. Are you a hot and sandy desert? Because you're making me thirsty. I got some pickup lines. I actually made some pickup stickers. I made some stickers, right, for my stand-up. And I was like, oh, let's put a QR code on a sticker. And then I was like, nobody clicks on QR codes. I was like, all right, well, we'll put the link to the YouTube, and then we'll have a picture of my face, brand recognition, and it's a picture of me holding a microphone in various places. And then I'm like, all right, we'll put a joke on there, right? And instead of just a joke, we'll put pickup line jokes on there. Like, are you a rabbit? 'Cause I want to go down your hole. Or, are you a pizza? 'Cause I want to top you with my pepperoni. Let's see. Oh, I recently discovered that I'm a 10 because I'm a 5, but I have two personalities. And I really have to stop letting compliments go to my head. Compliments give me a big head, which is a problem because someone told me I look good in a hoodie, and now I can't find one that fits. People often ask me, my name is Jake. People ask me if I go by Jake or Jacob. My psychiatrist tells me it's both. And they say, Jacob, why do you smile so much? And I figured it out. See, I read, and by read, I saw on TikTok, which isn't true. I don't watch TikTok, but maybe I should. I'd probably be a lot smarter. Because I learned that it takes 38 muscles to frown and only 8 muscles to smile, which basically means I have a lazy face. Yeah, interesting, right? Donuts. I love donuts, especially with the ones with the holes. I don't know. You heard my donut jokes earlier, but anyway, somebody's like, "Well, do you like donut holes?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like to put them in my mouth, two at a time." I once dated a girl who called that the chipmunk. And eating too many donuts, my doctor told me I need to go on the salad diet. And I kind of got excited about the salad diet because, I mean, I love some salad, potato salad, ham salad, beer and bacon mac and cheese salad, ambrosia salad. He's like, no, I mean the salad with the lettuce, where you put on some dressing. And I'm like, dressing? You mean like Thousand Island dressing? I mean, a thousand islands. At what point are you just going to call it archipelago dressing? Shout out to the people who know what an archipelago. Actually, I had to look it up to make sure. It's a grouping of islands. Like you'd think once they get to like 10 island dressing, it would be enough. It's I don't know. I'm just tossing that in there. It's I no, I haven't had my salad tossed. I guess I haven't met the right lady. Uh, No, I see. I didn't want to go to the doctor either, right? Like who wants to go to the doctor and have them tell you stuff? But as they say, two heads are better than mine. And the problem, like, I'm like, I do construction, and people are like, "What kind of insurance do you have?" And I'm like, I don't know, cautionary. Just gotta be careful. It's really like how many band-aids you gotta ask yourself doing construction. Do I have enough band-aids in the truck? So I'm supposed to go to the doctor, right? And so I had to get some insurance. So I got a part-time job that comes with part-time health insurance, but it only works on part-time doctors. It's like the hospital where you go there and there's a whole bunch of and you go where you go to the parking lot and there's a whole bunch of hospital beds crammed into the cart corral. Still working on that one. But I go there and he starts telling me these weird things like you can't eat any red meat. And I'm like, that's all right. I cook it till it's brown. And he's like, I think you need to go see a proctologist. And I'm like, that's a good idea. I lost some keys the other day. Maybe he can help me find them. And he said, you need to go to the gym more. And then that's when my ex-girlfriend, she's like, I keep telling him to stop skipping leg day. I said, you need to start skipping lip day. I'm working on that joke. That lip day joke is gonna work. And nobody knows what leg day is. So now I'm single again, and I think I'm just gonna go sit in the lost and found. Um, I don't know. Do I have it? I got 2 years worth of jokes. There's lots of jokes, but I'm gonna save some of them for next week. I wonder if I ever did the conversational Viagra joke. Recently, I've been trying to take pictures of myself sleeping because I want to remember the good times. That's such a negative joke. That's like how I got the idea to build a phone with lips so people can kiss my apps. Yeah. We'll do the corporate jargon joke next week. I don't have my notes on that. Oh, I met an Italian plumber. He was vaping a Mario Kart. Ah, I got a suitcase, and it's made of alpaca. They called it an alpaca suitcase. Yeah, working on that one. Um, oh, I went to the golf course, right? Who doesn't love golfing? And they said they'd give me a deal on 18 holes. They said they'd give me a discount on 18 holes. I said I only need 3. And when I was there, I was golfing with this guy, and he had 2 pitching wedges in his golf bag. And I said, "Why do you have 2 pitching wedges in your golf bag?" And he said, "Do you see how one of them's a little longer than the other one?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, the longer one is the pitch, and the shorter one is the son of a pitch." So that's my little set of jokes this week. Wait, uh-oh, nope. Hold on. I've got the thing. We're so close. It's got to be here somewhere. There it is, too. Hot diggity. The joke portion of the program. We're going to get that lined up next time. All right. The Good Herb Bodega Bean Popper made it to the show. Cheers, my brother. Hope you can make it next week. Have yourself an awesome week, man. I'll see you soon.